Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on. My yard is still a complete construction zone. But I wanted to show you, first of all, it is a pretty day. It's been so hot, and we got a heat warning, and yesterday was pretty warm, but today was almost 100, maybe hit 100 degrees here in Southern California in the high desert. And so I didn't really spend much time outside. I came out here this morning to water and everything, but just wanted to let you see what's going on here. Like I said, it's still a construction zone. I had a few family members over to celebrate my father-in-law and brother-in-law's birthdays, and my sister kept saying how she just complained the whole time she was here. Oh, but all this stuff all over the floor, and all these tubes and tools and rocks and everything that was all in the way. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get it all together and cleaned up, and I thought I was doing good by at least getting all the garden boxes put together and stuff planted in them. So I definitely want to get this part finished. These are the last 2 tomato boxes of tomato row, and once I get these 2 placed, then I could go on ahead and plant those tomatoes. And I'm not in a huge hurry because the tomatoes that are going to be planted in here are not even ready yet. They're tomatoes I had to replant, and so they're not even ready yet. But yeah, I'm gonna get this finished. It's not much I have to do. I just have to basically just get this one lined up right and leveled, and then I can put the dirt. My hubby went and got the dirt for me yesterday, so yeah, I'm happy with it. And then I can work on cleaning up a lot of stuff so that I can do my garden reveal. My Betty White. I noticed they knocked down that ladder. They keep knocking down their ladder, and then by the end of the day, when it's time for them to go to bed, they can't go up there, and they end up just sitting down out here waiting for me to come and help put the ladder back up there so they could, and open the door, because the door is an automatic door, so that they could go in. Now the problem with that is if I hadn't been out here to see that ladder is falling like that, then they would have been out here, and that raccoon has shown up. Only like 4 nights ago, the raccoon was back walking inside their chicken run here. And so that raccoon is still very much a danger to them. So I have to make sure that they are tucked away at night. So that's the tomato row. It's, like I said, almost finished. These next few days are going to be triple-digit weather, so I'm just trying to utilize what time I can in the evening to be able to make sure that everything gets done. I had to redo the watering system and everything too, so that my plants make sure that my plants got watered well, because this isn't even summer yet. When summer hits, it's gonna be non-stop triple digit every day for 2 months. So I did want to show you some other things that I have that I got finished as well, without showing too much, that is. I have some volunteers. I have this sunflower that volunteered right here in my onion and garlic pool. And then there's another one that volunteered over here with the corn, which the corn is doing great. And there's a tomato that volunteered in this bed too. But the corn is doing really good. All my potatoes are doing good. Just wanted to show you. Oh, my my pomegranate tree. I am going to be so loaded down with pomegranates. It's just crazy how many blossoms and buds are on here. And it's going to be a really good, if all of them stay. Look at that. If all of them stay on and form fruit, I'm going to have a really good harvest. So I'm actually looking forward to that. The wind is brutal though, and so there are blossoms on the ground here. But for the most part, it's good. I have volunteer, let me get the sun out the way, volunteer wheat stalks here. Mr. Lizard is out here right now doing his little push-ups. It kind of scared me. He needs to eat that big spider I saw in there. Yesterday I was out here and there was a wolf spider. There was a wolf spider on this cardboard, and I had to take a few steps back because that thing was huge. And it was only out so that it could try and eat the bugs that crawl at night on top of this cardboard. And so I left him, of course. I didn't mess with him, but dang, I was like, okay, wait. But anyways, here's another volunteer potato coming up through the cardboard here where I planted other things. A lot of stuff that I planted in here did not take. Some of it grew, and you can see it. The beans that I planted in here grew, and this nasturtium right here grew. And the tomatoes are doing fine. But like I said, this bed is going to be my problem child. And it is. This one is nothing in comparison to the other one on the other side that I'm going to show you. But I got to show you these peaches. These peaches are getting big. And I got a good number of them on here too. And they're huge, a lot of them. So, something came out here and ate the tops off of my bean plants. I don't know what got to it, but something, these had huge leaves. Well, you know something? It didn't eat just that, it ate other things too. The watermelons I had on here, the squash plant that was growing, I don't know what did that. This was a big old healthy squash plant. Looked like the one down at the end there. And now it's nothing. Everything got chewed down. Look, that's all chewed down. I don't know what did that. Oh, now I'm upset. Because I don't know what came in here and attacked that stuff. Oh, I know what did it. Dog on it. I got the evidence right here. I know what ate all my stuff down. And I gotta try and figure out a way to keep her out of here. It was my tortoise. Here's the proof right here. That's the proof right there. She pooped. She pooped on there. That was my tortoise. It was either, it had to be her. I think that's tortoise poop. It had to have been her that climbed up here and ate it. If it's not her, I don't know what else it would be. She was the only one I saw walking around here this morning. Although that looks like some big poop. I've seen her let out some pretty decent sizes once she ate, but man, that would explain why stuff is all chewed down and not pulled out. Because I was thinking, well, maybe that raccoon came back around and left that there. But I believe the raccoon would have pulled out the plants and ate them, not just leave them in there and chew off the tops. Yeah, I think that was my tortoise. And she's big enough. She can't get inside my other beds. And I figured that it was safe for me to put this stuff here, that she wouldn't be able to get up there, but she found a way. So now I'm gonna have to go and get a little fence and put up to try and keep her out of my watermelon patch. Anyway, so this bed here, look how pretty that is. I have broccoli and stuff coming up on here. But see, this bed is better than that other bed. There's hardly any weeds growing up out of here because this one was covered with solid cardboard. And so it's just all nice, rich soil under here. And no problems of anything else growing up. So I just know how I'm going to do my beds different for next growing season once the season is over. So yeah, I just basically wanted to come out and give you an update on stuff. I don't know, I might end up making another video and showing you after I get those last 2 beds placed and showing you what that is gonna, how that all is gonna look. So I'll probably end up doing that. I can't believe Cornelia did that. Ate all my stuff. Well, this arrived in the mail today. I was supposed to receive it tomorrow, but it came a day early, which is great. Fine by me because, like I said before, when I had you guys outside, it's just so hot. This is a shade. It's 150 feet by 6 feet by 150 feet of shade cloth. So I'm gonna cut it up and get it over my tomatoes so that all these days where the temperature is staying at 100, my tomatoes will be protected from the sun's rays and from the heat. So look at Lola just over there laying down. She was snoring until she heard me start talking. But I just wanted to show you. I paid $150 for this through Home Depot because they don't carry, in my area, they're not carrying the shade cloth at the store anymore. You have to order it online. Finally got the last few done here. Look at that. It looks so nice. I just got to clean up all of this now. I noticed for a couple of nights we've had the raccoon coming in here and he was getting in right there under the fence. And even though this trap is here, I'm going to set the trap anyways. That raccoon is bigger than this trap. If it could squeeze itself underneath that fence, I think it could squeeze itself in that trap. I'm going to try for it and see. But yeah, Finally got it all finished. Look at that. I started planting tomatoes in this one, but all my tomatoes for down here are still teeny tiny. So I wanted them to get a little more size before I put the rest of them in. So I'm gonna have to wait another couple of weeks or a week or so until those grow up big enough. But look at there. Oh, and those last two bucket containers, the green ones there, I'm gonna plant some peanuts in there. But some of the first ones that I started on Tomato Row here, some of the first ones are already have stuff coming up. I already have carrots coming up and flowers coming up. So we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully everything will come up and I don't have to reseed it. Because that would suck. Look at, if it's not the cars on the street making a whole bunch of noise right when I'm trying to film, it's the dogs next door. Everybody got something to say. Anyways, I'm happy I'm through with that because now I can finally do a garden tour. I wish I had my other tomatoes in already, but the rest of the garden can't wait. It's bursting with life. Everything is just growing crazy. And I'm so anxious to show you everything. So next video, I'm going to introduce you to my new garden and show you everything I'm growing in it. So stay tuned for that video. If you like this video and you haven't yet clicked subscribe, I invite you to click subscribe, and that way you'll know whenever I post up new videos. If you want to see more of this garden of mine, my little humble garden here. Also click like, leave comments, and come follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm on both of those under Lakeisha Keen Saving Greens. And I post up photos all the time. A lot of food photos, a lot of photos of my animals, and then extras of different things that I don't have a chance or I don't have time to get a video of. And so anyways, there's a lot of extras on there, so follow me on those too under Lakeisha Keen Saving Greens. Well, thank you so much for watching, and as always, God bless. If you like this video and you want to see more and you're curious to find out what other stuff I got going, okay, I was running from my life. Oh, it's coming still. It's a bumblebee.